Shinomiya Hokage is an ordinary high school student, still he has big dreams about surviving in the wild. Because of his Hokage name, the people in class often tease him and call him a ninja. One bully even tells him to create shadow clones, just like Naruto. Still, Hokage does not care about that at all. He only cares about his survival books. For most of the time, he reads his books all day and he cannot wait for summer to arrive so that he can go into the wild and live in nature. One day during school, Hokage feels very tired, so he decides to close his eyes for a moment. Suddenly, he wakes up in a totally different location. He is now in a giant jungle. Hokage thinks that this is all a dream, but he is loving this new reality. He just wants to be in nature. Hokage finds a giant knife in his bag and some supplies. He is now excited to start his survival journey and hopes that he remains in the wild for a long time. Hokage starts to explore the island, and soon he finds a river and drinks some water. He knows that he has to focus on finding some food and shelter. Suddenly, while exploring, he runs into some girls. These girls go to the same class as him. Yuki Mana is the most beautiful and popular. She is the leader of the group, and she often teases Hokage and calls him ninja. Futagawa Eri is another pretty popular girl who constantly searches for a boyfriend. Yumi Karen is the only girl that never makes fun of Hokage, and she is also very quiet and private about her life. Nikodamasa Arisa is the hot friend with the minus IQ points. She is funny and careless. The girls also have no idea how they ended up in this strange place. Hokage has a theory that this might be a totally different world from their own. The girls stick around with Hokage since he seems to be a survival expert. Soon enough, they find a tiger in a nearby cave and decide to avoid that place. Hokage knows that he will eventually have to fight the tiger so that they can take shelter in the cave. The group starts to explore the island and they realize that there is another island nearby. Also, they try to use the camera to record as much as they can. The girls are also constantly trying to seduce Hokage, but he is just focused on survival and nothing else. Soon enough, Hokage decides that he has to find a way to defeat the tiger. Hokage starts to plan his attack on the tiger, and the girls are a bit afraid of that. Yuki has also found a monkey and made it her friend, which surprises Hokage. Hokage plans to scare away the tiger, and he needs the help of the girls to do that. Hokage and the girls reach the cave and find the tiger there. The giant cat is just chilling and sleeping. Hokage and the girls stand together and scream at the tiger. Hokage also pulls out some flares to scare the beast. Finally, the tiger decides to leave and Hokage celebrates with the girls. Soon the group starts to feel hungry. It's been quite some time before they ate anything. Hokage decides to explore and find some food. Eri joins him on this journey. Eri is constantly flirting and trying to seduce Hokage. Eri is famous in school for always dating and even having a sugar daddy. The two of them gather some mushrooms and plants in the jungle and prepare to bring the food back. Eri then goes ultra flirt mode and starts to seduce Hokage. Finally, Hokage cannot find his urge anymore and the two have an intimate moment. Later, Eri explains that she is not that type of girl and this should remain their secret. When the two of them return to the cave, they realize that all the guys have found the girls. Hokage is not really happy since his main bully is also there. Hokage talks with Byakuya. He is one of the bullies that harasses Hokage all the time. Byakuya often calls Hokage a ninja and just humiliates him. Soon Byakuya's brother Reito arrives. They are both really popular in school. They are called the Sumerebi brothers, and in school they rule. They bully everyone and everyone wants to be their friend. Reito is a bit more chill, and he tells Hokage he has to follow him and join them at their own camp. Reito is convinced that they have a great plan to survive. Hokage notices that they are using other otaku students as their slaves. Tanaka, a student of its bully all the time, is now carrying wood and other supplies. Hokage decides to reject the offer from the Sumerebi brothers and decides to stay back and remain in his cave. Reito thinks that this is insane, but he wants the girls to follow him. In a surprising twist, the girls all decide to remain with Hokage, since they trust his survival skills and they feel safe with him. Hokage is happy and he gives them mushrooms to eat. The girls really trust him. They all decide to go to sleep since the day has been long and tiring. In the morning, Hokage wakes up and Arisa is on top of him. She is fast asleep, but she is climbing all over him. Hokage tries to get her off, but he accidentally grabs her body. Arisa then accuses him of groping, but Hokage explains the situation. Arisa is sorry for causing a problem and she wants to help out in the future. Hokage now thinks about their new day. Collecting rocks is what Hokage plans for the following days. The girls are at first confused, but Hokage explains that it's going to be useful for creating pottery. The girls all take their tasks. Arisa will catch fish and the other will gather wood and other foods. Hokage explains that he will also have to use clay to create the pottery and then use it in future cooking. The girls all go into the jungle to collect the supplies. Arisa decides to go catch some fish and it's a problem. The fish are not biting and Arisa is pretty clumsy. Hokage has to help her so that she does not fall into the water. Arisa finally catches a fish and almost falls down in the water, and Hokage tries to capture her. Arisa does not like Hokage touching her so much, but still she needs his help. Finally, they are able to catch some fish and they are super happy. Arisa seems to also like Hokage, and she wants to go on a date with him in the future. The girls soon enough return from the trip and they have gathered all the necessary supplies. Hokage is so happy that the girls are super hardworking and he thinks they will be able to survive without a problem. The following day, the girls and Hokage switch up roles. Some of them are going to go fishing and the others are going to go in the forest to gather mushrooms and wood. Karen remains with Hokage for a while and she seems to know a lot about history and about the ancient era. Hokage is impressed with her knowledge. Later, Karen goes to join the other girls and Hokage is left alone with some rocks. He decides that it's time to create a new weapon he can use. He bangs some rocks and using some wood, he creates a really good axe. Later, he is joined by Eri and they start to flirt. Hokage cannot keep his eyes off Eri and she keeps flirting with him all the time. Hokage wants to repeat their romantic moment, so the two of them go in the cave for some alone time. The two have some fun and soon enough the girls all return. Now Hokage has created several weapons and the girls have brought back some supplies. Suddenly, the group is surprised by a mysterious guest. Another attractive girl has arrived and she wants to join the group for some reason. Asakura Miko is the mysterious girl that has joined the group. She is also followed by her little sister whenever she goes. Asakura talks with the rest of the group and explains her story. She was originally in the group led by the two bully brothers. Miko and her sister did not have much, but the group kept them safe. Hokage in that moment realizes that not only people from his class are being transported into this world, but people all around the school are also here, even some of the younger students. All was going great until Byakuya started to harass the girls. He wanted to seduce Miko and her sister, and he was creepy about it. For that reason, Miko left and now has come to join Hokage and his group. They all welcome her, as she seems nice. The following morning, Hokage and Yuki Mana go to the beach to search for more supplies. Hokage has to take off his shirt and go into the water. This makes Yuki blush as she feels awkward. The two share a romantic moment, but they do not understand their feelings just yet. Yuki tries to seduce Hokage, but he tells her to get off him. Yuki realizes that he is pretty nervous, so she starts to tease him about being a virgin. Hokage tries to explain that he is not a virgin, but she does not believe him. Finally, Yuki decides to be his first kiss, and they share a passionate moment at the beach. Things get pretty steamy pretty quickly. After they are done, Hokage goes into the water to find some fruits and some shells. Yuki tells him that this must stay between the two of them and that it's their secret. When Hokage returns to the other girls, he brings them some exotic fruits and decides to build some cabins for them to live there. The girls all want to build a bathhouse so that they can wash themselves since they are pretty dirty. Hokage promises to make this happen. That same night, Hokage notices a giant storm is happening and they are all in danger. He now has to save their home and also protect the girls from the harsh elements outside. The storm is getting worse by the minute and the cave will soon be covered in water. Hokage wakes up all the girls and tells them to hurry up and get ready to escape. The girls start to panic and they want to rush out of the cave. Hokage then explains that they cannot leave as the outside is too dangerous. They have to move further inside the cave to higher ground. The girls take all they can carry and they start the journey deeper inside of the cave. Soon enough, everyone has calmed down and they get some rest. Hokage blames himself for this entire mess. He should have created holes where the rain can gather so that the cave would be safe. He promises himself to be more careful in the future. He knows that he has to protect the girls no matter what. Hours pass and he cannot sleep. He is too nervous and restless. Suddenly, one of the girls comes closer and starts to kiss him. Hokage cannot believe this, but he keeps kissing. He is loving every moment and he feels truly happy. While it is dark, he realizes that he is kissing Karen and they are both having a pure moment of passion. Lightning strikes and Karen moves away. It seems that their moment of kissing ended rather fast. Karen must have become nervous and scared to be seen. Hokage really wants to continue making out with her, but she does not return. The following morning, everything returns to normal. All the girls are super happy that they are safe, and they start to recover their items and supplies. They also have to rebuild some things that were destroyed in the storm. Everyone gets their task and they have to focus on it. Hokage will go hunting with Karen. He wonders why she is acting so normal. She is acting like nothing happened. The two of them go deep inside of the jungle and start to explore and set traps. They want to trap smaller animals, so they create a trap with stone and some wood. They also create fall traps for bigger animals. Finally, Karen starts to talk about the night before. She explains that the fear from the storm made her act wild and she just wanted to enjoy a moment with Hokage. Hokage is a bit flustered, but he admits that he loved kissing her. Karen then explains that she wasted so much time being a good student and now she wants to experience other things in life. She wants to make love with Hokage. He also wants to, but he does not have a condom, so they decide to just kiss. Suddenly they hear that Tiger from before and Hokage gets his knife ready. In the meantime, Byakuya is also in the jungle with his crew, and they are also hunting. Byakuya and his crew attack the tiger. They are not attacking it for food, they are just having fun and showing off how strong their tribe is. Byakuya throws some bullied kids at the tiger as bait. Then everyone starts to stab the tiger with spears and finally the beast dies. Hokage really does not like any of them and worries that they will cause more problems for him and the girls. Soon after that, Hokage returns to his cave and there the girls have created soap so that they can wash up finally. Hokage then talks with Mako, who is also flirting with him. She's trying to create new outfits for the entire group, so she has to measure everyone's body. The two of them start to flirt and Hokage finally sees a different side to Mako. In school, she was always alone reading a book, but now she seems more open and friendly. After a long day, Hokage tells the girls that Byakuya and his friends are going to cause problems for them, so they have to leave the cave and find a new home. Hokage originally planned to find Byakuya and his crew, but now realizes that it's far too dangerous. He leads the girls to another cave. This one is located on the beach, and it looks amazing. It should be the perfect place for them. They all agree to name the cave their hideout, and they start to transfer their items there, the supplies, their weapons, and food. Finally, they are all set up in their hideout. That night, they have some roasted meat, and they have fun. Hokage then reveals his final plan. They will build a boat and sail to the nearby island. Then the final goal is to sail back to Japan. Everyone is emotional as they want to return back home. After everyone has gone to sleep, Hokage spots Mako alone, and the two share a passionate moment. It seems that Mako had a crush on Hokage for a while, so she really wants to be with him. Their romantic moment is ended when two bullied students arrive and beg to join their group. Tanaka and Kageyama are the bullied students who want to join the group. They reveal that they were part of Byakuya's tribe, but they were tortured. Also, they talk about the fact that some of the teachers met up with Byakuya and his group. The teachers wanted to be leaders, but Byakuya wanted to fight the strongest one. Nakazaki, a pretty strong teacher, wanted to fight Byakuya. Soon it was revealed that Byakuya has a gun, and he shot and murdered the teacher. Hokage is now certain that they must avoid Byakuya at all costs. Later in the day, Mako's younger sister, Hinako, wants to spend some time with Hokage. Hokage goes on a boat ride with Hinako. Hinako is pretty nervous, but she wants to spend time with Hokage. The two of them go diving together to find some fish and food. Hokage has to fight off a shark to save Hinako. They also have a few romantic moments while on the boat, but Hokage holds himself back. Later in the day, it seems that both Hinako and Mako want to seduce Hokage, so he will have his hands full in the future. Hokage has a meeting with the other members of his tribe. He really wants to hunt down a wild boar to get some great food. He also plans to create a farm, and the other girl help him with that. The group is getting along, and some girls are so close that they want to romance Hokage together. After some rain, Karen and Mana both try to seduce and kiss Hokage. It's an amazing moment, but Hokage has to hold back so that he does not sleep with the girls. It's getting much harder to control himself. Hokage and his group continue developing new tools and ways to survive. They also have to explore the jungle even more. Hokage goes to explore with his favorite girl, Eri. The two cannot keep their hands away from each other as they start to flirt and make out in the forest. Hokage would go all the way with Eri, but he is scared of having kids in the jungle. The two share a romantic moment, and it's obvious that Eri really likes Hokage. Hokage is introduced to Kiryu and Amain, a badass fighter. Amain attacks Hokage while he is exploring the jungle. She has insane skills, and Hokage does not believe she's an ordinary student. Soon Hokage meets Shuamin Sophia, the leader and a popular celebrity in Japan. Amain is the bodyguard that protects Sophia at all times. Sophia has heard a lot about Hokage and wants to join his tribe. Soon Arisa becomes really jealous as she wants Hokage all for herself. In the meantime, the group expands, with new members coming in. Mizuno is one of them. He is an elite swimmer who decides to swim to the nearby island to find out more information. Amain takes Hokage to a cave. She wants to train him in martial arts since they have to survive together in this harsh environment. Amain starts to take off her clothes for the training session. The two start to fight, and Amain is truly a skilled fighter. Still, Hokage has some survival skills, and he manages to surprise and blind Amain for a moment. It falls to the ground, and then comes another steamy moment. The two start to make out, and the training session turns into a full-blown romance session. The entire gang has a productive day on the beach, and Hokage is excited about all the development they can create in this place. He actually is not sure if he wants to return to his life in Japan. Soon Amain arrives and invites him to go meet with Sophia. When Hokage arrives, he sees that Sophia has created an entire room, and she wants to sleep with Hokage. Also, Amain will not allow Hokage to leave until he sleeps with Sophia. This is a horrible situation for Hokage as he has no way out of here. Sophia wants Hokage and she does not want to let him leave before they sleep together. She also reveals that she has a condom so they can sleep together. Amain also tries to force their relationship. Hokage then rejects Sophia as he wants to know her better and truly falls in love. Sophia then tells about her harsh life as a celebrity and how she always wanted freedom from her controlling parents. Hokage tells her to keep working on herself and maybe then they can talk about sleeping together. Still, when he leaves, he feels so bad for not taking the offer. After Hokage rejects Sophia, that Root keeps developing their projects and expanding. They get into some trouble with Raito and the enemy group but are able to avoid direct conflict. In the meantime, Mana and Hokage go exploring the forest. Mana is very flirty but also nervous. She wants to know what is happening with Hokage and the other girls. Hokage admits that he has not slept with any girl, and Mana also explains that she does not have any experience. Finally, Mana admits her feelings and tells Hokage that she wants to date him and that she is in love. They start to kiss, but soon Eri arrives. Eri also loves Hokage. Mana then invites Eri to join them and to also be part of their relationship. Things are going from insane to a pure circus in this harem.